Hello and welcome to another posting by me. This one I'm gonna call it a tutorial, my first tutorial, because I feel like I had some success and I can start from scratch and show how I did this. I am a beginner. This So if anyone knows any better ways to do what I'm doing, I mean, I would love to know. Um, I kind of just want to say, like, this has like been in the making for about 3 years, 3 or 4 years. Um, my experience with Jitter or Max MSP, it's a mountain climbing up, figuring it out. So hopefully I'm sensitive to that in that video, and if anyone's trying to do this from scratch, not knowing Max MSP, they could maybe figure a little bit out. Maybe that's naive of me to say. There's been so many times where I've started to make a video, or sorry, where I've started to try to learn how to do this over the last 4 years. There's been about 4 or 5 like serious attempts where I've for weeks tried this, or maybe it's a few days, and I just get so overwhelmed trying to figure it out. So this is kind of a victorious video for me, and that's a long introduction, but let's get started. First thing you got to do is you got to have some videos to work with, and so really quickly I'm gonna record some videos because I want to do this all from scratch so you can see how where I'm pulling the videos from, how I'm saving them, because it's a lot of this, if you don't work with the program, is not just intuitive, and there's a lot I still don't understand. So first things first, I don't know if I can do a screen recording of me recording a video, but we will see. New video recording. Okay, so I'm gonna call this one 1. Alright, let's go 1, and then a new one, 2, and a new one, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm gonna save those. I'm gonna go 1. Actually, let's just go 1. Oh, that should be 4, huh? Let's have it again. File, save as 4. Three, 2, 1. Replace it. Okay, so so I got my videos. I saved them to this folder, my Max folder, and I titled them 1, 2, 3, and 4, respective of what I was doing to make it simple. And now we're gonna open Jitter. Actually, I should probably quit Jitter if I haven't already. And I have. Okay, so I'm gonna open Jitter up. Yes, I am using the demo. And I want to say, like, I've bought this program before and been so pissed off by not being able to figure it out that I've gone online and sold it to someone. So I've determined that until I learn how to learn some basic things to have some type of luck with this program, I'll never buy this fucking program again. But I am learning a little, and so I'm looking into buying it again. Alright, here we go. So, first step is to make a to get your jitter working. So, your jitter to make videos work, and the way you do that is with the jit.qt.mov file. FYI, you can press just N on your keyboard, and it'll pull this up, the shortcut key. So you got your jit.qt QuickTime. Well, it's got to be an N. Jit.QuickTime.movie. Okay. Now you have, you know, there's a lot of movies out there that explain why and how to set up videos, and I'm not gonna re-explain it, but I will say the basics. One, you have a metro. It's a metronome, and it sends out a bang, or sends out information. Let's see, what does it say? It's outputs ticks or ones. It's like a 1 and a 0, something like that. But if you hook it up to this, if you press B, this is a button, a bang thing, bang object, and hook a metronome up to it, or a toggle up to it. So T for toggle. Pop that up. Okay, now if you click this, it's sending out, I want to say it's every 40 milliseconds, it's sending out a bang now, and the bang is banging this movie, and this is gonna bang frames. It's gonna pop a frame out every time this, every time it gets this object right here gets banged. So now we gotta put a new jit.p window. This is just a window to see what it's doing. Okay, now this was a hard part for me, and I still don't totally understand it very well because I have to put a lot of messages. But if you go here and click on this, if you unlock your patch, click on this, go to reference, it gives all these messages. There's 99 messages that you can send to the jit.quicktime.movie. I'm always using, I don't know, I think there's a way of, I could be wrong, but it seems like there could be a way to put all these messages inside your this object right here, jit.quicktime.movie object. But I could be wrong. I only have figured out how to do this by putting it on the outside. So we need a start object, a start message. And I mean, I'll just type these in, but you can see here on the right hand side, you can see if you click on these objects, you can see what messages they'll take, which is kind of useful actually. So another message, read. Stop. Start. Stop. And I think that's it for the time being. Actually, there is another message I'm going to put in here. If you click Option and click on your object here, it'll pop up the file for it, which is cool because you can actually copy and paste things out of it. I'm gonna go click up here on frames and copy this one. Bang, jump to relative frame. No, go to a specific frame. Okay. And I'm going to copy that one in there too, because this message is going to allow us to go to a specific place in the movie. Okay. So then we copy this 4 times. Shut this off for now, because I have 4 movies. Copy. The way I'm doing this, I'm pressing Option. I have an Apple computer, so I'm Option, press Option, and I click on highlight what I want, option, and click on it, and it duplicates it. So have 4 duplicated movies. Okay, oh, you know what? I made a mistake. Sorry. There's one other message I need on here, and it is called sock. The sock message, this is important because when you record this, if you simply were to type in this message right here, so I'm typing M for message, right, and I made this thing work, you could click on this right, and I'll do this later, and it would record the video. Anyway, so here is the, but it would record the video, but it would record it without the audio. So you actually have to separate the audio from the video to record the audio, and you got to do it through another JIT matrix thing, which I'll get to. So I'm going to go message, SOC, and then I'm going to go another message, SOC, and I'm going to name it, why not 1? Okay, since this is going to be triggering the 1. Now, okay, so what these messages do is the sock 1, this one right here, turns on the spigot. So here, sorry, here's another object I need. Spigot tilde referencing 1. So, and then I need the easy DAC and easy DAC tilde. Okay. Channel 1, channel 2. Okay. Okay, so let me lock my patcher. Basically what happens when I press the sock 1, you'll see this later, is sock 1 will send the audio to spigot 1. And then when I press sock, it'll detach it. So next step would be, I think, give us a little bit of room here, and let's copy this 4 times. So option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay, now we got to change these messages. This one is going to go sock 2. Change this to sock 2. 3. 4. Okay, so there we go there. And one thing, the reason why I do it this way, and I've played with this a little bit, like I've tried to route all my audio to, like, I've tried to name all my socks sock 1, sock 1, sock 1, sock 1, and all these sock 1, and send the audio to just one of these spigot objects. And it doesn't work. This is the only way I've got it to work, is when I break it up 1 and the same 1, and it turns on all of them. So, you know, I don't know, but this is the only way that I've gotten this to work. So I guess before I move on, I should probably see if it actually works. So let's go 1. 1. Okay, there you go. 1. And then 1. These are on. I should change. 1. Okay, it works, but you know what? Probably what I should do so you can see this is put in a fader, which I found very helpful to see if, or sorry, a meter. Because a meter will help me see if this thing is actually working. So it is working. Now I should go down the list and do it. I will say this one other thing. You know, there was a video that dearjohnreed has made about Spigot. If you type one word, Dear John Reed, into Google, you'll find his videos, and he publishes. He's like a teacher, and you know, part of the reason why I'm able to figure this out is because I watch his videos over and over again. But Dear John Reed has a video about tilde, and if you type it in like this in Google, it should pop up. And he says in that video that if you don't put a 1 at the end, like there's ways you can send messages. You can put these messages, you can put the arguments, which are these things right here, these arguments. Right here, attributes, by putting at in here. And so you go like, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to screw up this patch, but I found that if I put, he says you got to put at volume 1 to send basically the volume to this. And you know, this was a huge hang up for me earlier today, and it didn't. Not doing it is actually what made it work in my experience. So let's go ahead and put let's go ahead and hook up a few more of these, because this will help us see if the thing actually is working really quickly. Read 1.
1.
Read
1. 2. 1. 1. 2. 1. 1. 3. 1. 3. 2. 1. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1. 3. 2. 1. 3. 4.
Okay, is it working now?
3. 1. 4.
Sock.
1.
Sock.
1.
Okay, now I've clicked all these, so they should all be going to here. So if I turn this on,
3.
yeah, you see all of them are working. So that's good.
1.
That's important.
1. 3. 4.
That's important when we when it comes time to record. And yeah. So next step in this is going to be, okay, so this I want to show you here that this works.
3. 1. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1. 4. 3. 1. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1. 4. 1. 3. 4. 1. 3. 1.
So you can see,
1.
you can see if I'm clicking on this, it's going to a specific frame. Frame number 14. Frame number, here, let's shut these off.
3. 1.
Stop.
1.
Stop.
1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
So the trick is going to be, how do we, because basically what we're trying to do in this is create a patch that allows me to sequence, you know, or sample different parts of a video into one video. So having something like this.
1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
Okay, so that works. I'm going to show you the next part now. Now this guy helped me out a ton. So I'm just going to go to his videos, YouTube, and I think I titled it video, what's it called, Jitter, Max MSP, Max MSP Sampler. Sequencer. Sequencer. Video. This is a good video too, but actually have a better one. Let's go history. Bookmarks right here. Quick and dirty sequencer. Joel Rich. Okay, so we'll pause this for a second. This video, this is cool, and I don't totally understand. I don't understand this as much as I would like to, but I think this is in the future, maybe I'll explore when I figure out how to use it a little bit better. I'll explore it. Okay, let's go. Actually, let me just zoom up a little bit and figure out. Actually, on this one, I'm just going to cut and paste. If you want to see how to do that, actually just go to his video. For now, I'm just going to open another patch where I had already done it. I'm just going to copy. I'm going to copy this. I'm only doing this because I don't totally understand it. I know that it works and that it's cool and that in the future it will help me a lot. Likely will help me a lot in figuring this out. But until then, okay, here we go. Let's go. Right here. Okay, the cool thing about this is it's just there's different ways to sequence, and that's not my expertise yet. This isn't even my expertise, but someday I hope it is. In my next videos, I think it'd be useful to focus on. I got the general idea working, and let's just make sure this still works. Okay, so this actually hooks up to your metronome, and if you click Command and click on Transport, it will pull up your metronome. This, I think some of the other sequencers that I've seen, I don't know, they didn't make a lot of sense to me, but this one makes sense. Not really, because I don't know how to use it. But I do understand that it's sending a bang out here, and if I hook up this bang to sock 1, sock 2, sock 3, it's going to trigger my video going to that specific frame. So if I start this, make sure my sound is on.
1 1 1 1 1 1.
Whoops, I hooked it up to sock 1. That's the wrong one you want to hook it up to. You want to hook it up to frame.
1 1.
There you go.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
Okay. Look at how silly am I? I'm turning, this is the wrong thing, delete, delete. Sorry about that. You want to hook this up, the bang up to the frame 1. This frame string 1 comma bang is basically telling it to go to a specific frame, and you can adjust this frame. So you have that there. Okay, then we'll go to
three.
now we'll go.
4.
Now, just as a side note, this is not like Jitter. Like I was reading about this the other day. Jitter, the way Jitter thinks about .mov files is that it frames here. It divides the frames of the total movie. So there's like ways you can figure out how many frames are in a movie, and there's like this way of doing all this division to figure out how many frames are in the movie. But it's actually, this actually, from what I understand, is like time. It's not like frames, like 30 frames a second, so it triggers every 27th frame every second. You know, it's not like that. It's like it's like a time in the movie. It's triggering the 28th frame from the beginning of the movie. And another thing that I got to figure out is how to ideally where this is going is I want to be able to hit a pad, and while I'm pressing the pad down, it's playing the video from a specific point. When I let off, it restarts that point. So every time I press the pad down, it starts from the same point and progresses and then stops from where I leave it up. And that's basically the beauty of like using a sampling machine and turning this stuff into beats, and that's kind of where this is all heading. Anyways, so this part is functional and working. Now we are on to our next part, which is to make a fader for all this stuff, and it's very actually easy, which is good to know. So the way I do this is I go jit.xfade, there you go. And then you have this, and I don't totally understand this, prepend xfade. I don't understand this argument or this object, but if you watch Dear John Reed's videos, he's always talking about how you need these, and it works with it, so I'm just going to keep doing it, although I don't totally understand it. Message 1, and then message 2. Okay, so message 1 is going to be like video 1. Actually, I want to say it's 0, 1. Yeah. 0, 1. Because it is 2 videos. So this here, this here, this here. And since I'm doing this right in the middle of everything, why don't I take this and stick it here. And we're going to run this one to here, this one to here. Gotta have another one of these. Right? Cha. And if this is working right, it should.
four, 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 three.
One of them works and one of them doesn't work. So why is that the case? By the way, this is the type of experience that when they get stuck and I just simply can't figure it out, it becomes a little overwhelming. So let's see, why is it doing this? How about I go to my other one that is working and just check it out? What did I do here? 0, 1. Oh, I see. Basically what I did is I put one, this one needs to come, this actually needs to go into the other inlet. There we go. Okay. So
Four, four.
Okay, so that works, and since that works, no sense in starting from scratch. Just copy it here, over to here. Put one side in here, one side in here. Lock it, just make sure that, okay, that works, seems to work just fine. And now I'm going to take the same video. By the way, the button that I'm pressing is Command minus. Might as well make that a little smaller. Move that down a little bit. And then we're going to take this, copy it again to right here. And then I'm going to take the xfade of this xfader, run it into this side, and this xfade I'll run into this side. And so this is cool because here's how you can switch between 4 different movies. So let's make sure that works before I go to the next thing. Start.
One, two, one, three, one, three, one, 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 one, three, one.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's working. So I'm just gonna go to my next important point. And that is, how do you record this? Because you had to separate the audio to do it. You go jit, new object, some random object. No, I don't. Okay, so I go new object, jit.vcr. Cool thing about this is that if you see here, the left inlet takes audio in like the left channel, the right channel audio, and then the video matrix. So come down here. I don't know why it makes it so complicated. So I'll have to do it off here. Basically, we're going to want to use this video matrix, throw that in here, and then we're going to want the audio of each spigot coming in, routed into here. So Now, a simple read, no, write message will be enough if, as long as it's getting audio, to make this thing record. And then you got to have another message stop to stop the recording once you started it. Okay, and then okay. And I'm going to throw in another thing because I think this is useful. Key, if you throw in a key object, new key, hook it up to a select object. This is a way I'm going to trigger between each video as I'm recording it. So you go and select. And I can't remember what I select here, so I gotta go new print. So if you hook up a print object to something that sends a signal, and then go to your max patcher, X out, clear it all out. If I press a key, you should see a number pop up in here. So I pressed 1, 49, 2, 50, 3, 51, and 4, 52. So I'm going to go to select and I'm going to type in those numbers. 49, 50, 51, and 52. Hit enter. And what do I get? I get a select with outputs a bang if I key 49, if I key this, or I key this, or whatever. So what I do then is I hook this up to here, the key object, and basically what happens now is when I press 1, 2, 3, or 4, I can trigger that. So it's sending a bang. So if I hook when I press 1, I want the first video to play. When I press 2, I want the second video. When I press 3, I want the third. And when I press 4, I want the fourth. So to do that, I would have to connect this to, let's see. Okay, so the way I do this, when I press 1, it's going to have to hit there, 0. When I press 2, or when I press 1, I'm also going to have to hit this thing. When I press 2, it's going to have to switch to this video, and it's going to also have to switch to there. When I press 4, it's going to have to trigger this and also trigger this other side. When I connect this, 4, it's going to have to click there, and it's going to have to click there. Alright, now for the test we've all been waiting for. Will this thing work? And just so you can see, why don't I hook up another window to this? And I'm going to call it jit.window. And all that this does is makes the window pop out rather than stay on the screen. So I'll go here, let's start it up, lock the patch, start.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1.
Okay, so if I press 1, it should be on the first video. 49. 1, 1. Okay, 2, 2, 2, 2. You see my 2 face? I press 3. 3, 3, 3, and I hit 4. 4. Okay. So it's working. Now, how do you record? What you do is you hit this right. If it's working, it'll. Ooh. Parsing spigot queue data. Let's go test _5. And I want to say it's probably working. I've never seen this pop up right there, but if it is working, I should be able to switch between these. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I should be able to go here, hit stop. Did it work? I don't know, because it's giving me a whole shitload of errors. So, let's see. Did it work? There's the 2, 3, 4, and back to 1. So in short, I mean that's how I did it. That's how I recorded it, and I hope that I gave some sense to the process. I look forward to exploring this deeper and making it actually into something that's more musical. The basic idea is there. The patch appears to work, and yeah, if anyone could give me good feedback, I'm always down for that. I would be down for that. I haven't. Anyways, you guys have a great day. See ya.